been working with the registrar's office to create a registration workshop. My mentor is Sarah Wright. She is the Associate Registrar at the University of North Georgia. The workshop will serve students who are having trouble registering for courses or who need a little extra help figuring out the registration process. I do currently work in the registrar's office, but I don't work with registration specifically. So in order to orient myself, I spoke with my mentor, the assistant registrar, and our staff associates, who are the ones that sit up at the front desk and talk with students the most, about the registration process and ask what type of issues students typically have when they come in with questions. One of the components of my portfolio has been the artifact section. I've enjoyed working on this aspect of the assignment. While it's a lot to go through all my old coursework and reread old papers, I am enjoying reading what I did in my first semesters and how I've progressed since then. It's also been fun to apply them to what I'm currently working on in my practicum, such as the career trajectory paper I wrote during my first semester. This paper laid out the plans I had for myself when I first began the program. It's been really cool to reflect on how far I've come since then and how my goals really haven't changed much. The biggest eye-opener for me has been how many students have trouble with registration but don't ask for help until it's too late, either because they are unaware of the registration process and deadlines or just because they don't know what's going on. According to the girls who sit at the front desk, they said they'll have many students come into the office or call once registration ends and have questions about dropping a course, adding, or withdrawing from something. But they aren't able to since registration has ended. Therefore, I'm hoping that by promoting this workshop throughout the school, I'll be able to really help these students before registration closes and I can help alleviate some frustrations. I think mine and my mentor's administrative philosophy is the same. She's a very hands-off mentor. However, I know if I have any issues, I can go to her immediately. But she knows that I know exactly what needs to be done in order for this to be successful and offers advice when necessary. But she doesn't ever push me to make this workshop something other than an event to help students and has let me take free reign over this. I wish I had a little more hands-on experience with registration and walking students through registering for courses. But since I mostly work with graduation, I have very little experience with the registration process. I do have experience from being a student, but I found that unhelpful at times. Once registration for the spring semester opens, I plan to make some time to work with our staff associates and see what they do to help students who are registering and help them answer any questions they have. This will not only help me during the registration workshop, but it will help me in the future as well.